Ever feel like socializing as an introvert is just too much? I get it. The small talk, the awkwardness, not knowing what to say, it can be draining. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? And over time, I have found 3 simple ways to make socializing way easier without forcing myself to be someone I'm not. And today, I'm going to share them with you while I go about my day. Let's get into it. I'm going to take a bite first before I get started. My first thing that I recommend always doing is having your go-to questions already together. Something that you can always ask all the time, even if you didn't have time to prepare. You are so familiar with these go-to questions that you'll be okay to go to this networking event or social gathering. And especially as an introvert, speaking from my own experience, I do not like small talk. I don't like the generic, so how long have you been working here? What do you do for a living? How old are you? What's your major? Da 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 da. I like more intentional questions. Having 3 questions together just makes socializing so much easier. My favorite top 3 go-to questions are: what made you smile today? What passion projects are you working on right now? What's your favorite food or soup? Do you like cheeseburger soup? These questions don't get asked a lot and they're a little bit random. So people sometimes do get taken aback when I ask them this, but the conversation is always lengthy. Because never forget that people love talking about themselves. And that's my cheat way to get people to be the one talking most of the conversation. And 9 times out of 10, it works. It works for me a lot. And this makes the conversation flow naturally. The one that gets people talking the most is: what passion projects are you working on? And once again, this will make you memorable. I remember you because you did ask the same generic question that people are probably always asking. And I got this tip from the book I read called Captivate: The Science of People by Vanessa Van Edwards. I talked about it more in this video right here, but if you can get that book, I'd highly recommend. It was definitely a game changer for me, especially socializing. Let's have another one. So I went on a little shopping trip, and at TJ Maxx they had Fenty. Let's see. And honestly, I'm going to be organizing all the stuff that I got. But speaking of being organized, my second tip for socializing as an introvert is choose your space intentionally. Your environment is everything. For me, I love volunteering. I love volunteering at things that focus around Black women's health, Black women equity, Black women thriving in general. And I went volunteering one time and I met 2 friends that we get together and hang out to this day. So go to places that you love. I love going to the library. I love going to small, quiet places. I don't like huge crowds. So a club would not be for me. And what I noticed is I do not like clubs. I do not like clubs. And I will always feel awkward because that was me trying to force myself into an environment I wasn't supposed to be in. And also, when you are choosing these spaces, think of, is this the space where I'm going to grow? Is this the space where I'm going to meet maybe a significant other, a business partner, a person that I could connect with that will help me grow, and a person that is going to continuously grow? For me, the club was not that environment. And so I don't go to clubs no longer. Not saying that I won't ever go, but that I know that just isn't my vibe, and that space isn't good for me to socialize, because I will definitely go into a corner and not talk to anybody. You can't even talk in the club because the music's so loud. So just choose your space intentionally. You get joy in being in that environment. Figuring out who you are and what you love to do is key to helping you socialize as an introvert. All right, let me get to organizing all this stuff that I got. I have a before I bite into my sandwich, I want to give you the last tip. Tip 3, do not be afraid to go places on your own. Yes, it can be scary to go places on your own, but you'll get more and more comfortable. And be yourself and don't be afraid to go places on your own. Once again, just to be yourself and don't be scared to go places on your own. What I've noticed is that you get the opportunity to meet new people. You get to get out of your comfort zone in your own way. The first thing that I did alone was going to a networking event, and it was amazing. And I did another event alone, and it was horrible. But it is always an opportunity to grow. We're not going for perfection, we're going for progression. The quote that comes to mind is: the object that's in motion stays in motion, but an object that is still won't move. So just keep that in mind. And when you do go places alone, you're not inclined to stay with your friend at that networking event or person. You get the opportunity to meet others. I've seen people at social gatherings that already know each other and they stick like glue. This doesn't allow for your circle to grow because you're continuously with the friendship that you are always with. And in order to experience new things, to grow, you have to meet new people intentionally. One thing, your posture. I know as an introvert, it's the thing to do, like grab your phone and start scrolling. But instead of doing that, just grab a drink. You got this, have it in your hand. If you have a drink in your hand, take a sip. But don't be on your phone scrolling, looking down, not making eye contact, but really you want somebody to talk to you. Because when a person is on their phone, they look like they don't want to be bothered. So just keep that in mind. So do not be afraid. Do not be afraid to show up solo to places, and to show up as your authentic self. If you are a quiet person, you can still be quiet and network by following those 2 other tips that I gave you. Okay? You can make friends, new friends as an introvert. It is possible. Don't let anybody tell you different. My 3 tips: have your 3 go-to questions ready, and do not be afraid to go places alone and show up as your best self. Let me know which tip you will be trying first down in the comments below. I am going to enjoy this delicious, simple burger, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.